It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League welcomes you to South America and one of the world's most populous cities, vibrant Sao Paulo, in the southeast region of Brazil. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand. Greg, you get to a game like this and you love the matchup because as we watch and get ready, you just watch highlight after highlight of the ball in the air, down the field. We got two big-arm quarterbacks going head-to-head here in this one.
And if you love offensive football and you love high-level quarterback play, we've got a matchup that I think you're going to be pretty excited to sit down and take in alongside us because every blade of grass is an opportunity to deliver the ball. And the amount of pressure on these defenses to defend the entire field, knowing there is no throw off limit, there is no route that cannot be unleashed. This is the ultimate test for any defense when you have two quarterbacks like this lined up under center.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance through the rest of his career, now not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level.
He's going to keep it himself. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the outside. Catch made by Brown.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. On second down, they run the counter. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They put Kelsey in motion. On third down, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chiefs. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball, it's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
They get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Got a man left side, it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And the Chargers are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
I really like the play call. Sometimes you can catch the defense thinking run, and you can change it up on 1st down and go pass. The issue is, if you're the quarterback, you've got to get this ball out of your hand. It's either touchdown or out the back of the end zone into the bleachers, because you cannot afford to go backwards when you find yourself in a goal to go.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. Tight end on the move left. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. Patrick to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They put Kelsey in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. All even on the scoreboard. We'll have more from South America and beautiful Sao Paulo after this. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Herbert now on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Herbert. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch. And that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection. And they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Throwing now is Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. Second and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his second touchdown tonight. Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can give good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time. There's a lot of room to operate.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, now Herbert. A throw right side is intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
He is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Davis now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
2nd and 11. Play action now. It's Herbert. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. Here's Ends. Shotgun now for Herbert. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A handoff as they try to run it here. And enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Two first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. That's complete to Rice. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Gray is the motion man here. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Chargers have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Gray is the motion man here. On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And he's in. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Chiefs. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. a third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Butker now for the point after. He gets it to go, have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Past midfield. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. The Chargers offense in there for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw, it's Herbert. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. So we are at halftime here in Sao Paulo in the NFL International Series. As we head 4,275 miles to be exact, back north to Orlando. Say hello to our friend, the coach, Jonathan Coachman, as the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now this team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Herbert. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the 2nd half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this 2nd half.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Throwing is Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. And it sets up fourth down.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Davis now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. First and 10 now from the 36. Pistol here for Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Room to run past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, L.A.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Point after now from Dicker. It's up and through. And the Chargers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Third and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on second down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Third and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he'll take it on in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now Butker to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on third down.
To the left side, catch made by McConkey. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Harris. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Moving the tight end right. Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, he's got Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Motion man, set right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one and they let him off the hook.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The idea behind man coverage is you want to get up and challenge the receivers, throw off the timing of the route and the quarterback's progression. And it's a lot easier to play man coverage when you've got guys up front that can rush the passer, and you can see why.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Quick hitting slant there. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Herbert. And that is incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, KC.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. Patrick to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards, the gain there. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
Mahomes on 1st down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. First down throw there is incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now Herbert again. Quick throw, taken in, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
On play action, it's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. Quickly to the outside and complete. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights, touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. To throw, it's Herbert. They'll look to set up the screen here. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
Herbert to the air again. Quick throw here is complete. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Herbert to the air again. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down. Throwing again, Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Chiefs first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. A game to remember for the folks here in Brazil, as we say, so long from Sao Paulo.